Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary Rosie, and you've reached Mary Rosie Dips. And let's work on this gorgeous spring natty from Lift Your Spirit Dips mini of the month March box. So check out the awesome stuff that comes in this kit. It is a non-subscription item, so you can purchase it this month and not purchase it next month if you want to. Purchase it every month. There are many add-ons to add to the box if you want, but this is the standard stuff that comes in this month's kit, and it is always a file, always a buffer block, always a piece of candy which somehow sneaks its way off my desk into my kid's mouth every single time. So this month's kit, the focus is the application of jewels. So each month the kit will have an item where my videos will focus on teaching that, along with the dip application, of course. And this month, Cassandra, the owner of Lift Your Spirit Dips, chose the application of rhinestones. So the kit includes the rhinestones. It includes the glue to go with it. It also includes this amazing new product, the lip scrub. I have never used a lip scrub before, guys, and I just have to say, you need a lip scrub. Okay, just take it from me, you need a lip scrub, especially in these cold months where your lips get so dry, and I wear my mask all day at work. Makes it even worse. Anyway, so the kit comes with a file, a buffer, 2 orange wood sticks, 3 dip powders, 1 extra nail item, which this month is the little hand sleeve right here that I'm about to show. This little guy right here, which one of the boxes from last year also included it, and they're so cute. And this one is like a mint color. And then we've got a lip scrub. Sometimes it's an oil, sometimes it's a hand cream. And then here are the dips. So for this month's kit, it's teal, and that white shimmery color has a silver shimmer. This gorgeous blue and teal dot or round glitter, and then this other beautiful teal shimmer. And then we've got the rhinestones. It came with the applicator for the rhinestones, which is going to be a McCart glue, which you do need to cure. It is a glue gel, so it has to be cured under UV or LED, and you need either the add-on little small travel UV LED lamp that Cassandra offers, or just a regular UV LED lamp. I believe a small one will be more than enough if you're not going to continue with gel products on top of this, but I do recommend that you do finish the manicure off with gel products for getting longer adherence of your rhinestones. So we're just going to jump on in and apply our dip number 1, and it is the white shimmer. And I'm going to put this color. At first I didn't know really what design. I just kind of want to jump in and use these babies because they're so beautiful. So I did it on my ring finger, and I believe I go in with this on my pinky as well. But let's put that teal on my index finger and my thumb, and you'll see how beautiful it is, and gives excellent coverage with just 1 dip. And right here is where I decided to go ahead and put the white on the pinky. And I did forget to mention I am using my Pampered Pretties Dip Base and Activator for this manicure. Lift Your Spirit Dips does not currently have dip liquid products available, so just go ahead and use whichever is your favorite product or what you have on hand. Dip liquids and dip powders are interchangeable, so you can use different brands to do your mani. If you ran out of one brand, that's fine, just go ahead and grab the next one. So I will let you watch the application of a couple of nails. Once you have brushed off the excess with a fluffy brush, I'm gonna go in and do a second layer on the green and the white nails, and then we will get into this beautiful glitter. To tell you the truth, I haven't always been a fan of circle glitters, and every time that I see one from Cassandra, um, my mind is always changed. Look at this. Look how easy that is. So in the past, I have tried other circle glitters from one specific company that I did not like at all. They were pokey. They were not flat. It just didn't go on right, which is why I didn't like it. And I did not start doing my nails at home to make things harder for myself. I like easy, I like convenient, and I like pretty. So look how easy it is. All I'm doing is slowly patting it to make them lay flat, and I didn't have to do too much. This part of the video is actually, I think the whole application is not sped up at all. And you saw how mainly it went on nice and flat if you use a cupcake liner. So my method, I will always attempt to do just one layer of a chunky glitter. I don't like the look of 2 layers personally for me, or if I'm doing nails on a client, I don't like the look of 2 layers of chunky glitter on their nails either. It saves on thickness, it doesn't look bulky, and I feel like it requires less filing. So this is what I do for me. If you want to do this as well, again, a cupcake liner, lay everything into the cupcake liner, and then you can go in and add a tiny dot of base, just like I'm doing right now, and we will put on 2 or 3 little missing glitters to fill in any areas that look like they should have some, and that's it. I feel, if you've got good quality glitters, no reason to do 2 layers of a chunky glitter. I don't like that at all. So that's what I choose to do, and I've done it like that. More than 2 years now. So I literally went and added a couple of dots of base, and that's it. Filled in a couple of spots. Excuse me. Filled in a couple of dots. You'll pick it up with your dotting tool and get it to stick. And literally that's it. That's that whole nail. See how easy that was to apply? We don't have too much bulk. Nothing is particularly poking up. Nothing sticking out on the sides. Again, it is not a bulky nail. And you'll see that there is enough of a background base glitters in this dip to make it look extremely dimensional without having to dip more than once into the jar. So I'm just gonna pour this back in here because we're done with that. And then I decided to go in and do a couple of little glitters on my thumb. Yeah, on my thumb. But we've got some sitting there on the desk that I'm gonna use. But look how easy that is. So no matter what, I will always pat, pat, pat while the base is drying. And you will see me do that again once we encapsulate and clear. That is how I get my glitter dip powders to be so flat and easy to use. Pat, pat, pat until it gets dry, and then that means that they're laying as flat as possible and nothing is moving. So I'm gonna apply just a little bit of dip base along the edge of my thumbnail here, and then we're gonna add some of those circle glitters in a little line just for a extra little design. Now this Pampered Pretties base is on the slower drying side. It takes about 30 seconds for it to dry, so we have more than enough time to go in and add some glitters. So I'm just lighting them up, picking it up with the orange wood stick, and that's it. Just applying it on here, and then we will go in with clear dip powder, which is an add-on to the box, available to be added on at any time when you're purchasing the box. It does not come included in it, but again, it is an add-on, and so we'll encapsulate in clear dip powder, and you'll see how clear it is, and I'll let you watch. Again, this is not sped up. This is real time right now. So all I'm doing is applying a little bit of a thicker layer of that dip base. I want to be able to get it to soak into all of those little nooks and crannies, and that's how we get great encapsulation of our glitters. Take your time, go in, apply it nice, evenly, and like I said, a little bit thicker so that it absorbs, because then once it absorbs in between the nooks and crannies, then you've got your leftover dip base to soak up and cover the whole nail. So make sure you get around the edges, cover that up to the cuticle line, make sure it's nice and covered, and then lay your nail into the clear. And I take it out a couple of times, let it absorb, and give that a second. There it goes, soaking in. Give it another second, and then once you've given it just a few seconds, I go back in with the dip powder, and then I start patting. If it feels too sticky, don't pat so hard, just lightly pat. The harder I start patting, that means that it's drying and it's not sticking to me. So that's how I know that my base is drying. Keep on patting. This is your chance to get those glitters as flat as possible. So clean up the edges. Again, this dip base that I'm using, the base takes, I already know how long it takes it to dry. And actually, I think I said it was 30 seconds. It's actually a 60-second drying time. So you have a minute to push these down and get them to be as flat as possible. There's no reason why you should have to do too much buffing in the end of a glitter that's been encapsulated in clear. If you pushed it during the initial application and you're pushing it down now, it should be relatively flat. And then we're gonna do this thumbnail here, which also has just a tiny spot of glitter, and it'll be the same. I will press down on that little corner, and that's it. Once it is dried, make sure you get a stiff brush and remove all of that excess from the clear dip powder. You don't want to activate with all that excess sitting on there. So that pink brush, stiff brush that I use is actually an add-on to the box. So if you don't have a stiff brush, go ahead and add it. And then we are activating. Activator is what hardens the dip powder. You cannot buff and file without having activators. I'm using my Pampered Pretties activator, applying 2 layers to all the nails, and then it will be set in a couple of minutes for us to be able to buff and file. once you've activated, check out how beautiful this looks without any buffing and filing. Look at that. Look how smooth. This is what your glitter encapsulation should look like. You want to get it to this point because this is how I do minimal buffing and filing. And you'll see my buffing and filing here. I'm tapping on my nails. I forgot to leave that sound in there. I'm tapping on my nails to hear the clickety clack, and that's how I know your nails are hard enough to buff and file. So the file that comes in the kit is a 100-180 grit. Typically it is the one with the one round edge, but this one is a square one, and I don't know that I've used the square ones before, but I really like it. I don't know, something about the shape is different and it held different in my hand, and I like it. Still the same grit though. I go along the sides of my nail with the 100 grit, and the 180 grit makes its way around my cuticle. I do not recommend putting the 100 grit side on your cuticle. It will cut you and you will regret it. So I will let you guys watch my shaping, buffing, and filing. I did leave it on camera. I sped it up because I know this video would be an extra 20 minutes long. And there were areas where I stopped, walked away, got distracted, came back. So buffing, filing, shaping, and we'll be back. And once I'm done buffing and filing, I took the stiff brush and I actually put Young Nails swipe solution on there to remove all of the excess powder, any fibers, anything like that off of the nails so they're nice and clean, especially since I'm going to be applying rhinestones and gel. You can do the same thing with isopropyl alcohol. You don't have to have a Young Nail swipe. That's just something that I use and did on my nails. So here we are trying to open these cute little bag of rhinestones. So teal or actually I think they were blue. Little baby blue rhinestones. Look how cute they are. And there's multiple sizes, multiple shapes. You can even put these on all of your nails and still have a few left over. I chose to do the design just on one. Here is the applicator tool. It's a wax pen, and then the other end is a pointy end. I'm not sure what the other end is called. I like to use the wax end to put rhinestones on. Then we've got Macart rhinestone gel glue. So that product needs to be cured with a lamp. I did forget to ask Cassandra, so I tested it out with that first one and confirmed that it is a gel product that does have to be cured. This is a sample size, so if you don't like it, you could use whatever brand you like or have. You can also use one that is not UV LED curable. You can just use one that air dries. I've got different ones, different brands. I really do like the Macart rhinestone glue products. They work really well for letting your products stick. So here I am attempting to pick up that one that looks like a little tear. If I could actually get it on my wax pen, that would work. Nope. And sometimes we just struggle. But I picked it up, I think right now, and I put it on the nail. And then I decided I did not want it in this direction, but because it's not air dry, it was easy for me to just flip it over and turn them around. Then I turned it around that way, and this was when I was like, oh shoot, I don't know if this is air dry or not. And then I decided to stick it in the lamp for a few seconds to flash cure and confirmed that it is a gel product. So there it goes, still kind of sliding around a little bit. And that kind of gave me the suspicion that it was UV LED cure because it didn't start drying quickly. Typically the drying ones or regular ones dry quickly. And there it goes, it did not move. So confirmation it is a gel product or cure UV LED product. And so then I'm going to go in and add more to the side so I can pick up a couple of the little round rhinestones, and we will add those on this side and add them on the other side, and I'll be back. And at this point, you will see me going in with a little bit more of the glue to wrap around the stones to make sure that they don't like get cut in hair. I find that that's a really good way to seal the stones, just to get around them. The hair gets trapped in there if they're not sealed. And I didn't need much, and that was that. So now we're going to be doing gel base on all the nails, and we will do the 30-second cure, and then we will do a gel top coat. So I believe the gel base and gel top coat are still an add-on on the site for the sub bag. You just have to go ahead and add that in if you don't already have a gel product to encapsulate. I can't tell you if dip top coat will work well around the rhinestones, as far as getting them to be sort of encapsulated again. But that I can't confirm because I finish off anything that's got rhinestones with gel, and then that seals it around the edge too. I just don't want a dip product to be used and then you'll get peeling. That's what my assumption is going to be, because you're putting dip product right up next to the stones that have glue. So I'm not sure on that. Cannot say that I recommend it just because I haven't tried it myself. But we will do gel base right up all the way around, the rest of the nail, and then we'll do cure and gel top coat. And once everything has this gel top coat layer, then we'll be curing for 30 seconds again, and then this mani is just done and ready for oils. And just like that, this mani is done. Look how beautiful this is. Thank you all so much for coming on my manicure journey today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to see some more content. And I will put all the links down below. And we'll see you guys later.
Healthy, happy, and more adaptable, changing their life